Hey everybody, my name's Jessie Sousa. I'm a career and leadership coach here based in Canada. I am here today to talk to you about starting my own YouTube channel and starting my own coaching business. I have been putting this off forever now, literally longer than anyone could possibly imagine. A quote that comes to mind every time I think about starting this channel, or every time I feel that pit of anxiety in my stomach about actually doing it, is this: try to let the world tell me no before I tell myself no. I have been telling myself that over and over and over leading up to today. That's something I heard James Clear say. He's the author of the book Atomic Habits. He's a brilliant human being, and I need to keep repeating that over and over in my head. I feel like that's a solid mantra for the day. I can't tell you how long it's taken me to get here, sitting in this chair in my kitchen / dining room, just starting. So why am I starting a YouTube channel clearly about starting my own business? And the reason is this: people tend to significantly overvalue someone's outcome or what they've achieved, their achievements, their highest reached goals, and they undervalue the process it took for them to get there. I want to start a YouTube channel about the process of starting your own business, not necessarily all just the logistics, but I'll dive into that stuff as well. But I also wanted to talk to you all about the process of what it feels like and what you go through starting your own business, because it is not for the faint of heart. It is something you need to self-motivate yourself on. You need to, nobody's there to hold your hand necessarily. There are tools or resources that you can use to try to hold yourself accountable. However, it's all up to you. And that brings me to my reason of why I decided to start a YouTube channel in general. It's something I've toyed around with before, but I'll be honest with you, I've done little family vlogs, of travel videos, smoothie videos with my daughter. Those are easier. Those are way easier to show up for. For me, it was a clear answer of, I'm doing this to make a memory. I'm doing this to preserve a memory. I'm doing this to spend time with my daughter, to spend time with my family, to capture something and be able to watch it years down the road. There's a difference between doing that and doing what I'm doing now. So this YouTube channel is about documenting the process of starting my own business, the process of developing my own business, the process of what it feels like to try and get clients, what it feels like to go through a coaching session with someone, eventually what it feels like to develop a course, because that's a huge goal and a dream of mine, and why I'm doing it in general. So there are a million things that have held me back leading up to today, or even before. And I'll tell you a little bit about my story and what those things are. So growing up, I was like this massive dreamer of a kid. Honestly, a dreamer to the point that people, I think, often felt uncomfortable with the dreams that I had. Those were dreams that were deemed impossible to most, I guess. Dreams that only a select few were able to achieve or get to. And obviously, as a kid, those dreams, those wishes, those big accolades that I wanted, those are different now. I grew up being a dancer. I danced competitively. I loved it so much. And my dream was to dance in New York City on a big stage, or to be in Los Angeles doing music videos or whatnot. And obviously, quite obviously, my dreams and aspirations have changed dramatically. But I don't think the heart of where those dreams came from has changed dramatically. So as a child, I was honestly just the type of kid who connected with other kids really easily. I always wanted to have these deep and meaningful conversations with friends. I made friends pretty easily. I kept friends pretty easily. Obviously over time, like you lose some for various reasons, but over the course of my life, I found the human connection that I had with others was the one thing that always kept me motivated, kept me so engaged, made me feel more myself than I did at any other point in the day or in my life, is when I was connecting deeply with another person. It took me a very long time to realize that this industry was something that was an option to me. It took me a very long time to realize that this industry would fuel me and motivate me in a way like no other job could. When my second child was born, my husband and I had a really good conversation, and he said, you know, you've been thinking about doing coaching for a really long time, and I think you should just rip the Band-Aid and do what you need to do it. I decided to take a huge leap and join a coaching program, a certification program. And the one that I did, I honestly don't think I could have chosen a better place to educate myself. And it's called the Mind Rebel Academy. The woman who runs the company is named Taryn Watts. She is just a salt of the earth human being that you feel so incredibly deeply connected to the minute she starts talking to you. She cares deeply about everybody who's in the program, and is very, very evident. I've met some beautiful people through that program, and it was about a year long. It was the most wonderful space you could ever possibly imagine. I met like-minded people from around the world. I felt hugely supported by everyone, and I still do. And that program ignited a huge passion for me. It proved that coaching was something that I was good at, was something that I felt so deeply connected to and tied to. And it just proved to me that I was in the right industry, that I was going down the path that I truly was meant to go down. So before joining the MRA and taking that massive leap to actually becoming a coach, there were a million things trying to hold me back. One of those things was, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have a full-time job as well. There were just too many things that I felt like were pulling me in the opposite direction. So I said no to joining this program a few times before actually going ahead and saying yes. And, you know, financially it was an investment, but I'll tell you, when I did decide to go ahead with it, it felt really good to invest in myself, because I knew as soon as I transferred that payment that this was not just lost money, sunken money, you know, throwing money out the window. This was money that I was investing in myself for a future. I knew that by spending that money on myself, by investing in myself, that I was empowering myself, so to speak, to hold space for others and allow them to do the same. It felt more amazing than I thought it would. And I truly, truly got what I put in out of this program. And I would do it again in a heartbeat. So a question I want to leave everybody with today is, if you had 10 times the courage than you do right now, what would you do with your life and why? And I have a hard time with this question, because every single day I have to find the courage to propel my business and my goals and dreams in a different way. And it's easier said than done. You know, everybody's life is so busy, and there's so many reasons or excuses that can hold you back on a day-to-day basis. Let me tell you about a couple of mine. What are some of the major things that were holding me back from A, starting my business, and B, starting this YouTube channel? Number one, people's opinions. I don't like saying it like that, because I feel like now I'm in my 30s. I'm a mom of two, and over my life have gained so much confidence in who I am and who I want to be and whatnot, but it's an ever growing and changing thing. So if I'm going to be perfectly honest, the idea of people I don't know watching this YouTube video and connecting with me brings me so much joy and excitement. And I love the idea of building a community of like-minded people, or people that I can help hold their hand and make them feel more comfortable doing things that freak them out a little. What freaks me out is the idea of people in my close ring of friends or my family watching this video and potentially judging me. And again, it sounds ridiculous even coming out of my mouth, because I know, and you know, and we all know that if you have someone in your life that is going to sit there and judge you for being you, or sit there and judge you for doing something that brings you joy, or that inspires you, or builds you up, or makes you a better person, they're probably not someone that you want to keep in your inner circle. And I truly, truly, truly feel that to my core. So the fact that that aspect of this has been holding me back makes me want to do it even more. I think that growth as a person, growth as a business owner, growth as a mother, growth as a wife, growth as a friend only happens outside of your comfort zone. I think that that is one of the most important things to remember, that being comfortable is wonderful. It makes you feel safe, secure. But if you are looking to grow in a different way, or make changes in your life, or reach new heights doing whatever it is that lifts you up or makes you feel inspired, you're not going to find that in your safety circle, in your comfort zone. So doing little things, taking little steps to branch outside of that circle is going to help you grow in ways that you have no idea you could. And that is one of the main reasons why I wanted to start this YouTube channel. It's all about the growth for me, as cringy as that saying is. And I don't even think I said it properly. I feel like I said it in a very like elder millennial way, but you know what? That's me. So I'm going to show my personality on here no matter what. Yeah. So if I had 10 times the courage today, I'd be doing this. I would be promoting myself more. I would be connecting with clients in a different way, trying to reach more clients by putting myself way outside of my comfort zone. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep on doing it. And for those of you who don't know me, and I'm hoping that some people who don't know me will find this video eventually and feel connected enough to stay, I just want to say that I am a very normal person. I live a very normal life. I don't have a perfect home. It's full of toys. There's messes all the time. I don't wear perfect clothes, have perfect makeup, have all these things. I'm just a regular person showing up in a space that makes me feel uncomfortable so that I can grow. And I'm hoping, again, back to that whole overvaluing outcomes and undervaluing the process, I hope that by showing people the process of showing up, being me, what it takes to start a business, that an average person can start a business, and an average person can reach for the stars and try and make that business as successful as possible. I hope that by showing that process, it inspires more people to do the same and to really fulfill their own life and fill their own cup, and allowing that filled cup to kind of filter over or spill over and fall into the life of other people and help other people do the same. I'm going to leave it at that today. I'm going to share, throughout this process, I'm going to share stories about myself, try to share as much as I possibly can about me and about why I'm here and why this story is impactful. I'm going to often ask questions, questions for myself, questions for you all. And I hope that if you did like this video, if you do feel a connection with me on here, that you will subscribe to be able to follow along and hold my hand through this journey, because Lord knows I need it. And if you like this video today and you like the natural vibe of it, give it a thumbs up. I think that the liking of the video only kind of tells me if you actually liked it or not. It kind of leads me to go in one direction or another. I don't want to continuously put out videos that don't inspire people or make them feel like there's a community happening here. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you want to see or what you want to hear. And again, please answer in the comments, if you had 10 times the amount of courage today, what would you do? What would you do with your life? How would you use it? And why? Looking forward to connecting with all of you again very, very soon. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye for now.